This reunion here is made possible by our friends at Robert Cruz Chevrolet. And Miles, you know Robert, right?
Actually, Robert's a great guy. I've known him for years. The very first Saturn I ever bought, I bought from Robert, what was that, 91 maybe?
Going back almost 2 decades.
Yeah,
and
he's always treated me great.
Some familiar faces at Robert Cruz Chevrolet like Ken French.
Yeah, known Ken for years.
And Mark Milroth as well. And you got a friend in the car business, and if you're looking for a truck, we encourage you to go to the new Robert Cruz Chevrolet. But I just thought that Uncle Miles could maybe give us an Uncle Miles treatment here with a couple of the things. Like, Miles, where's Robert Cruz Chevrolet located?
It's at, let's see.
Oh, come on, give me the Miles treatment.
8199 Rivers Avenue, just north of Northwoods Mall, next to Subaru of Charleston, both operated by Robert Cruz and his award-winning team.
Woo! You know, I heard you get the pick of the litter with used cars, and you do have a friend in the car business. The sales and service is now open, and if you're looking for a truck, pre-owned truck center, and financing is available at 8199 Rivers Avenue. I'm sorry.
Just north of Northwoods Mall.
He's still got the pipes. He's still got the pipes,
One
man.
take, that's all you need.
So Robert Cruz, Mark Milroth, Ken French, and everybody at the new Robert Cruz Chevrolet on Rivers Avenue, north of the Northwoods Mall, thank you so much. Your friend in the car business, thanks again to Robert Cruz Chevrolet. Hello there, caller. How are you doing?
How you doing, Richard?
Georgie.
Georgie the Greek. Woo! How you doing, Georgie?
How you doing, baby?
Same old George.
Of course, Georgie. Wait, what do you remember about the Wave days when you started, and then and what you miss about it now?
I miss Adam pushing the button because my accent was so thick.
Good thing it's not anymore, George.
Hey, he's saying that I was saying bad words. But I gotta thank Adam personally because he's my godfather, you know.
Yeah, that's right.
You're his godfather?
In a different universe, but yeah, we are.
Let me tell you, he's the one who named me Georgie the Greek.
That was you?
Well, it was either that or I keep shooting my middle finger at him. No, Georgie, I love you, man. And George was a great sponsor. You know, George's Sports Bar was a place that Critic and I and a lot of the people on the staff would go to. I mean, it was our go-to place.
Races.
Yeah, NASCAR races. And so George became more than a sponsor. You were like a part of the show with the football picks and all that stuff. It was great.
And not only that, but, you know, since our studio was right across the parking lot, we used to get drinks brought over to us sometimes when we were on the air, which was awesome.
People forget George's Sports Bar started right there on Ashley River Road when Wave was over there.
96 feet from the 96 Wave Studios. We wouldn't even take remote broadcast. We would hook a microphone.
That's right.
And get a cord, and we would run the cord from the studio to a bar.
It'd be a cord in the parking lot at George's Sports Bar. And now, of course, Georgie the Greek is over on Savannah Highway. So, Georgie, it's great to hear from you, man.
That's what I missed most of it, the parties, man.
And by the way, for Georgie, there's been some people wanting to know why the Critic isn't in here, and I'll tell you that.
I can tell you he's under his bed right now.
Well, I was thinking he's probably sitting on his couch right now, about 2 blocks from the radio station, listening on the radio because he doesn't have cable. The $10 he would spend would bust his budget. So, but if you want to see the Critic, he's at Georgie's all the time, right, George?
Yes.
Well, Georgie.
Hey guys, nice to hear your voice, and I hope you come around sometime and see me over here.
I want to go see him.
We love you, Greeky.
Hey, George, we love you, buddy. Thank you, Georgie. Georgie the Greek. And George, once again, Georgie is still bopping along there on Savannah Highway. So speaking of Savannah Highway, let's see how the traffic is there and everywhere else here. One more check of it with traffic and weather together. And everybody who remembers back in the heyday in the 90s when the Critic used to hang out with the Woodman on Sundays and do the Cutting Edge.
Yeah, and I'd call in and do the weather report from Channel 2.
Actually, I didn't do that justice. What was that show called again, Uncle Miles?
The Cutting Edge.
Thank you.
Nice. We'll do it away.
Well, and a lot of things too, like back in the heyday of Wave, I think when there was a music revolution in the early 90s, and we were on the cutting edge of that, but also there wasn't a lot of outlet for people to find music except for the radio, and things are totally different now. That's why what you're doing now, Richard, you know, a morning show, a politically based AM talk show, is about the only way that you're going to be able to rile up or get engaged in the community through this medium.
Local,
anymore.
yeah. The only way you can be, I mean, there are very little local people on local radio stations anymore, and the fact that it's simulcast on television is a nice new 21st century little synergy there.
Right, and the last thing in the world that radio is now musically is a place where you hear something for the first time. It is absolutely horrendous out there as far as music, and one of the worst markets in the United States, I can say, is Jacksonville, Florida, which I have to listen to. It is horrible. You just sit there and you go, come on. But it can't be done anymore because it's such a fragmented audience now. There's so many different ways for people to get music and new music and to keep in touch with the music scene. And we combined our passion for music, I think, and the whole, everybody that broadcast on 96 Wave, not just the morning show, but Hollie doing her evening show, it was all about the community and what we could all do together. And there was a certain amount of synergy with the community and the radio station, and it's just not there anymore, except for a show like what you're doing.
One thing I've noticed in listening to old copies of our programs, I mean, I haven't heard in 15, 16 years, is how unbelievably active the station was. I mean, the station was everywhere doing everything
Every day.
and with the coolest giveaways. With giveaways that, you know, I brought up the example that there was a time where Wave was so synonymous with the Low Country that the businessman in his three-piece suit driving his Mercedes-Benz had a Wave sticker on the back of the car. I mean, business people, adults of all ages, and much less kids. And how many people do you guys run into? I remember listening to you when I was a kid growing up on the radio.
And the same businessman would call in and win the free joints we gave away from him.
It's a doorway.
Radio Rorschach test.
Yeah, in a way. Here's a little Uncle Miles / 96 Wave flashback. Here we go.
So I was just here with the Long Beach Sub All-Stars, and you're listening to my favorite, Uncle Miles.
Long Beach All-Stars, formerly Sublime.
Hi, this is Dave Falk from the Hoodoo Gurus, and you're listening to Miles Crosby.
The Hoodoo Gurus.
Yeah.
What else we
Hi,
got?
this is Paul Carrick, and you're listening to I Can See for Miles Crosby.
Squeeze!
Do a squeeze. And
This is Tony. This is Max. This is John. We're U6, and you're listening to my Uncle Miles.
The uncle. Everybody love the uncle. Here we go. We got
I
some
would
more.
swallow my pride. I would.
Uncle Miles.
Rob Christman.
Now, who was that came through?
She couldn't stay long.
that
She had
Jewel?
some other word.
Not that those things didn't happen in the building. I think that was just shenanigans that we referred to earlier.
He's a man who truly loves his job.
It beats the hell out of working for
Uncle Miles.
Yeah!
He got a whole bunch of these. They're very good.
Come on, say uncle.
Okay.
Uncle Miles. I really did it good this time.
Here's some more. Here we go.
This is Penthouse Pet Dakota Summers.
I remember her.
Wow.
And here's what's funny. Check it out. Ready? Ready? Check this
This
out.
is Penthouse Pet.
He's got two of them.
And Uncle Miles
See,
was the bomb.
It's the only one he had two of was the Penthouse Pet.
What can I say?
Bivens. Jump Little Children.
Oh.
Yeah, jump.
The Uncle Miles Show.
We missed Jump Little Children here in town. That was good. That was
Yeah.
Hi, this is Mark Olson from the Jayhawks, having lunch with the uncle.
great. The Jayhawks synonymous with that
Awesome.
time.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Hi, this is Carrie,
Tom, and Kevin, for better than that's right. And you're having lunch with the uncle.
Better than it's good.
Yeah.
This is Mark Olson from Crash Test Dummies, and you're listening to Uncle Miles.
Yeah. Campbell Soup
Hey, this
song.
is Bill from Buffalo Tom, and you're rocking with Miles Crosby.
See, some of these great artists that people don't even know of anymore. You know that.
I remember this.
Hello, this is Evan from the Lemonheads. You are Miles Crosby.
Evan Dando.
Yeah,
Wow.
wow.
There we go.
Hey, this is Jeff from Tonic, and you're listening to Uncle Miles.
So you start hearing these band names that people forget all about.
Yeah.
That was the pure 90s stuff.
Think ahead 60 miles.
Man, how many times do we hear these things on the radio over the years, man?
Wow.
You know,
That brings back memories.
bring back a lot of memories, and we have lots more to talk about. Oh, I got an email from somebody about Wave Fest I have got to read on the air, and we've got much more to get to here on this Wave reunion as we kick off the weekend. Adam Taylor, Uncle Miles, Hollie Anderson, Jack Hunter, Devin Grant, and critic on his couch 2 blocks away. WTMA News Time is 9:25, and right now I want to say hello to our good friend Donna Darlin, who has some old Wave photos posted on our Facebook page, so you can check that out and take that walk down memory lane. And once again, we're going to have a post-show party at Wild Wing coming up a little bit later on, and we're going to give away some free beer thanks to Pearlstein and Palmetto Brewing Company. But a big thank you to Robert Cruz Chevrolet. We were talking earlier about how Miles, we've known Robert Cruz and Ken French for a long long time. And you got a friend of the car business with these guys over there on Rivers Avenue, just north of the Northwoods Mall. But I thought that since we had Adam Taylor here with us, that we would tap into some
This
of the
is
things.
former South Carolina Gamecocks coach Lou Holtz. And when I'm doing underhanded recruiting of players to attend the Gamecocks South Carolina, I always take them for a test drive at Robert Cruz. Steve Spurrier should be doing the same thing.
If you're looking for a truck, don't just take Lou Holtz's word for it. Go to the new Robert Cruz Chevrolet.
It's wonderful.
Financing available. What would Mayor Riley say about it?
He would say it's wonderful, and it's hurricane season, and you should put supplies in the back of your Robert Cruz Chevrolet truck with bottled water, get canned goods. It's wonderful.
I missed that.
I missed that too.
I still remember dueling Rileys. We did dueling Rileys. We had Mayor Riley and then Adam doing.
And then John Crest would come in. John Crest.
Dueling Crest.
Genius of George Street. His College of Charleston Cougars would come to the NCAA tournament every year. And Richard Todd and Adam Taylor were there in the Final Fours in Seattle. And now they can go to Robert Cruz Chevrolet and cruise around.
There you go. Folks, get your pick of the litter of used cars. Financing available. Pre-owned truck center. Robert Cruz Chevrolet, your friend in the car business, just north of the Northwoods Mall, 8199 Rivers Avenue.